Hey everyone, it's Adrian Pinglin, and here it is 5:46 on Saturday, what's today? May 29. I think today is May 29. Michael and I just finished participating in the Black Lives Matter for George Floyd protest here in San Diego in La Mesa, in front of the La Mesa trolley station, well, police station, going all around the neighborhood, going all the way down to the 8 East Freeway. And this is just me taking the time to reflect on my feelings and how I feel right now, so I can best document about how I feel and what I've taken away from this. So first of all, why did I show up? And honestly, in the beginning, I feel like I was trying to figure it out. In the beginning, I wanted to show up for myself, for the black friends that I have that turned into family. I decided to show up for them. I decided to use the privilege and the power that I can to be able to stand up for them and to participate in something very, very powerful, very moving, in which I really can't hold it in anymore. When I decided to finally look around at what was happening around me instead of turning a blind eye, mainly because I wanted to protect my peace, and I was struggling internally on my own. And after finally checking out what was finally happening with the protests and George Floyd and the rest of the killings that has happened this year, I first of all felt really guilty, felt helpless, not just for myself, but for those that can't help themselves, brothers and sisters. Standing up for all of us, and especially for those who want to stand up but can't physically do so. I decided to finally do something about all of these heavy emotions and feelings that I had, and being there, the moment I got there, it felt right. It felt right for me to exercise my rights, my power, to stand up for something that is so much bigger than myself. That is humanity. At this point, it's not even about the color of my skin anymore. It is about the unfair injustice that has been going for so long. And it just happens to be that the last two African American people that has passed away, that has really become the catalyst for this civil movement, I feel like, that is happening. And I really made a decision to not furthermore dwell on these helplessness and do what I can. And I'm just very thankful that the timing of it all aligned, that this protest happened today. And there has already been many protests, and I feel like there will definitely be more protests happening, but at the end of the day, I feel like it is about doing whatever we can at the moment, to not only stand up for ourselves, but to stand up for those who clearly cannot stand up for themselves. And the last thing I want to say about this is a huge realization that I had in the end after I participated in this protest rally, that a huge part of me showed up because of feeling guilty and feeling very guilty of turning a blind eye, and of just having that ability to be able to look away when I know that this has been happening, and that I decided to finally open my eyes and look at what's happening and decide to do something about it in the way that I know that I can. And I know that there is a million things that can be done towards you know, towards justice, towards equality, you know, and I feel like that for a long time also paralyzed me to, you know, like, what can I do? Where do I start? You know? And in the end, the last, I know I said it already, but the last thing that I really want to say, and, you know, making me realize all of this is that at this point, empathy and sympathy is not enough to help out anymore. You know, we all have to do our thing. We all have to take actionable steps to make our voices heard. And that's why I'm making this video. That's why I decided to show up. That's why I decided to honor all of the people, you know, our brothers and sisters that have passed away, you know, and enough is enough, which is the sign that I have. Man, this feels really heavy. I feel heavy.